Hello and welcome to Wednesday afternoon Hatha Yoga. Those of us who love Hatha Yoga, we practice in order to have a strong body. And the goal is to be able to sit in meditation for a long time, or as long as we like. When we practice Hatha Yoga, we strengthen our muscles, get rid of a lot of tension in different places in our bodies, so that we can sit and meditate. That's the goal of the postures. And the side benefit is we get strong and healthy, which is not bad at all. So let's practice. Sitting comfortably, either cross-legged or in a half lotus or in a full lotus pose, as you wish. And let's just warm up gently, stretching the shoulders forward, up and back, rotating the shoulders a few times, and back up and forward. A lot of us carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. And then stretch the left ear down to the shoulder, extending the right side of the neck. And the right ear to the shoulder, extending the left side of the neck. Chin to the chest, letting the head hang forward. Looking up to the ceiling, stretching the chin up. And making circles with the face. Or bigger head and neck rotations. In the opposite direction. Let's begin with Yoga Mudra, reaching around the back, clasping the hands behind your back. With the inhalation, arching back, looking up. With the exhalation, bending forward. Lifting your arms behind you, guiding your forehead onto the mat. And to come out, lower the arms onto your back, sitting up. Letting the hands rest on your knees, close your eyes for a moment and pause. Yoga Mudra is a great pose to increase humbleness and devotion. Ramakrishna Ananda, our yoga master and guru, oftentimes says, practicing Hatha Yoga, doing yoga poses, enables our body to be still enough to receive God's grace, to let grace come through. And yeah, I agree, that's what we need to do. Let's bring the arms out, palms facing up, stretching up. With the inhalation, reaching up to the sky, palms together, exhaling, hands to the chest. Let's do that one more time, reaching out, inhaling up. And bring the left hand behind you, the right hand to the outside of the left knee, sitting with a straight spine, looking over your shoulder, looking back. And let's release the twist to the center. And we'll do that on the other side. Inhaling up, stretching up, and exhaling to the opposite side. One arm behind you, and that arm behind you, have it close to your body so that the spine is straight and we're not leaning back too much. And releasing to the center. Pausing with the eyes closed. Always allow time for the benefits of the postures to sink in. And start circling the torso. Warming up the lower back, stretching the hips. And the opposite direction. Let's stand up, begin some standing poses. Let's start with Tadasana again. Looking at our posture. Feet are about hip width apart. Or a little closer together, lifting the toes up, fanning the toes out. And as you place them down, feel your weight is evenly distributed on your feet. You feel your toes, you feel your heels. And cupping the belly at the lower back. So lifting up the front, pushing on the lower back, adjusting the hips, and lifting the arms up from the side, palms facing up, and bring the arms a couple inches behind you. Lifting the sternum, raising the chest, straighten your back, and then bring the arms to the side. When the palms touch, turn the hands in, and if the chin sticks out, taking 2 fingers, gently pushing the chin back. Lengthening your spine with your head and neck. Make a mental note of your pose. Close your eyes, just see what it feels like. Make adjustments if you need to. But this is pretty close to the perfect pose. Called Tadasana. Tada is the mountain in Sanskrit. Straight, strong mountain pose. And let's do 5 full yoga breaths. Inhaling through the nose. With the exhalation, bending forward. Hands towards your feet. Inhaling up, gazing at a focal point because we come up onto the toes into a V. Stretching up, exhaling down, emptying the lungs as you bend forward. And 4 more times with your rate of breathing. If you breathe faster, you need to move faster or slower. And 1 more time, reaching up, filling your lungs with oxygen. Coming onto the heels, arms back to the side, check yourself, Tadasana, straight and strong like a mountain. Let's begin with balance. I always like to warm up with having 1 foot in front of the other. Heel is touching the toes, having a straight line with both feet. And now place the weight evenly on both feet, both legs. You can have your hands out in your peripheral vision if balance is an issue. For a lot of us it is. And if you're still and balanced, place the hands on the shoulders, relax the elbows. Gazing at that focal point. And if balance is really easy, then you can close your eyes. And let's do the opposite side. So stepping forward or back, opposite foot. Straight line, heel touching the toes. Either hands out in your peripheral vision or hands on the shoulders. And releasing balance. Practicing balance is so important because it prevents us from falling. If we fall, we have a better chance of not hurting ourselves, of catching us when we do. Let's begin with an eagle pose tonight, placing the weight onto the left leg, wrapping your right leg around, gazing at that focal point. And maybe this is as far as you want to go with your hands up in your peripheral vision. If not, bring your right elbow on top of the left, bending your hands, bending your arms, palms touching. And try to lift the elbows up just a little bit, increasing the stretch across the shoulders and upper back. Now for a further variation, if you like, you can squat down slowly. Makes it even a little more challenging. The affirmation for the eagle is in the center of life's storms. I stand serene. Such an important affirmation for these days, isn't it? In the center of life's storms, I stand serene. And to come out, first undo the arms, then undo the legs, back to Tadasana, eyes closed and pause. For the other side, weight onto the right foot, wrapping your left leg around. Opposite arm on top, palms touching. And for some people, this doesn't work as well, especially for men when they have bigger arm muscles. You can place your elbows, forearms, and palms together. Get similar benefits of the pose. In the center of life's storms, I stand serene. And to come out, untwist the arms, legs, pausing with eyes closed, breathing deeply. And stepping your feet apart, nice and wide. Nice wide stance. Let's bring the hands to the waist and warm up a little bit first, making circles with the torso. 3 times in each direction. And let's do a center unicorn, reaching around the back, clasping your hands behind the back. With the inhalation, arching back. With the exhalation, bending forward, leading with your chest, lifting your arms behind you. Now relax the kneecaps, relax the knees. If you have any kind of a back issue, make sure you bend your knees a little bit. And to come out, bring the hands to the waist with your inhalation, slowly coming up, arching back. And let's move into extended side triangle from here. Lifting the arms up. Bring your left foot out at an angle, so left foot is away from me. And then reaching with your left hand to the left, so keeping the arms up parallel to the floor. Just reach, reach, reach until you cannot reach anymore. And then coming down onto your leg. You might be at your shin, at your ankle, or at your foot. And bring the opposite arm up, straight up to the ceiling, looking up past your outstretched hand. Gazing at a focal point, we need some balance here. Both legs are straight. If you want to stretch more, if you can't stretch more, reach up with your right hand and right arm, and then bring the arm close to the ear. Now reach around the back with your right arm. For the opposite hip or thigh, bending the left knee. Bring your elbow onto that knee and straighten your arm close to the ear. Now we're in a lunge, keeping that knee, that bent knee above the ankle. And we even can take this into a warrior two. By bring your right hand parallel to the floor, lift the left arm up, looking past the outstretched fingertips. And to come out, straighten your left leg, bring the toes forward, place the hands to the waist, stepping your feet together. Palms to the chest, double inhale, double exhale, just breathe deeply. Moving on to the opposite side, let's do a standing Star before we do that on the side. Separating your feet nice and wide. Instep is parallel to each other. Arms up, palms facing up. And tucking the tailbone under. You can close your eyes or gaze straight ahead. Now, with a standing star pose, it's a wonderful way to increase your level of energy. The medulla is an energy center in the back of your neck, right under your skull. With your eyes closed, see if you can place your focus at the medulla in the back of your neck. Visualize your body flooding with energy. And let's move into the extended side triangle on the other side. Turning the palms down. Now right foot out at an angle, legs stay straight, and reaching to the right. Reach, 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 reach. Lower down where you can, and lifting the opposite arm up. Looking up past your outstretched hand. Now if you can reach higher and further, stretch a little more, reaching up, and bring the arm close to the ear. And reach around the back with that left arm for the opposite hip. Bending the right knee. Place the elbow onto the thigh. And for a lunge, lifting the left arm up by the ear. Aiming for a straight line from your leg into your torso, into your arm. And let's move to Warrior Two from here. Make sure that your right foot is pointing away from you into the opposite direction. Left heel is out a little further than the toes. And that bent knee is right above the heel or above the ankle. Looking past your outstretched right hand. And to come out, straighten your leg, bring the toes forward, stepping feet together, arms to the side. Double inhale, double exhale, or just breathe deeply, allowing your breath rate and your heart rate to normalize. Stepping to the front of the mat. With the inhalation, lifting the arms, reaching up onto the toes. With the exhalation, bring your arms behind you, kind of like a swan dive. Lower your torso down, coming down onto the heels, and just hang there. Maybe letting your arms dangle. You can sway your hips from side to side. You also can hold on to your elbows. Feet are about hip-width apart. And reaching around the back, clasping the hands behind the back. Have a micro bend in your knees, so don't lock your knees. Lifting the arms up and guiding your torso closer to your knees and thighs. Lowering the arms onto your back, sliding your hands down. Bring your right hand to the outside of the left leg. Could be by your knee or further down at your ankle or at your foot. Opposite arm up, pointing up. Engaging both arms in this twist. Looking up past your outstretched hand. And lowering the left hand to the outside of the right leg or foot. And bring your right arm up. And lowering the right hand. Holding onto your forearms or elbows. Just hang there in the forward bend one more time. And place your palms together and bone by bone standing up. Slowly standing up and lift your arms, arching back. And bring the hands to the chest, pausing with your eyes closed. Standing straight and tall. For a backward bend, stepping back with the right foot. You have two choices here. You can keep your left leg straight, or you can have a bend in your knee. Whatever works better for you. Gazing at a focal point and lifting the arms up, arching back. With the affirmation, I am free, I am free. Again, we need a focal point, we need balance. And then lowering the hands to the chest and lower them all the way down to your left foot onto the mat. Placing the weight onto the left leg and lifting your right leg behind you. Now the weight is only on the left foot and left leg. See if you can balance by lifting the hands off the mat, maybe just an inch each. Or perhaps bring the hands to the chest in prana. To come out, lower the hands to the mat, lower your leg. Placing the palms together, inhaling up. Palms at the chest, breathing deeply, pausing for a moment. For the other side, stepping back with the left leg. Again, either straight right knee or bent leg, whatever works for you. Arching back, I am free, I am free. Coming out, hands to the chest. Lowering your hands down to your right foot, weight on the right, lifting your left leg behind you. And it's okay to have your hands on the mat, of course, for balance. Just kind of see if you really need them. And if not, place your hands to the chest. And coming out, lowering your hands, lower your foot. Place the palms together again as you rise up, stacking bone on top of bone. And now double inhale, double exhale. Pausing with eyes closed. For the chair pose, you can place your feet and ankles and knees together, or you can keep them hip width apart. Either way is okay for you. With the inhalation, lifting the arms up and sitting back as if you wanted to sit in a chair that's way too far behind you. Looking down, making sure you can see your feet. And Why this is called a chair, I don't know. It's not comfortable at all. It's a great strength building pose. Let's lower an inch, making it a little stronger, and another inch. And then coming down to a squat. Place the hands through the chest, pranam, palms together. And let's do a twist from the squat. Bringing your right elbow to the outside of the left thigh, looking sideways, using that right elbow to twist. And again, we need a focal point here. We need balance. Coming to the center and to the other side. And coming to the center. Lowering your hands, sitting down and lying down. Lying on your back. Let's bring the right hand over the navel, left hand over the heart. And just feel how the breath moves through your body. Feel your navel rise as you inhale and fall as you exhale. And then bending your knees. Let's do figure 4 or threading the needle pose. Bring the left ankle on top of the right thigh, reaching down left hand in between your legs, right hand on the outside. Stretching the shoulders towards the mat and bring your legs closer to the torso. Having the knee that you're holding, pointing straight up to the ceiling. Use your breath. Breathe into any area of tension you might feel. And let's switch sides, lowering your left. Bring the right ankle on top of left thigh, holding onto the left knee. Eyes closed, just breathing deeply. And lower your right foot, pausing for a moment with feet on the mat, knees up. If you like, you can windshield wiper the knees by bringing them from one side to the next. Inhaling up and exhaling down. It's a nice way to loosen up the lower back. And let's prepare to do some simple inversions. With the inhalation, lifting your legs up. And let's pause here for a moment, rotating the ankles in the opposite direction. Opening and closing your feet. And then keeping your legs still. Maybe this is as far as you want to go. If you want to keep your back on the mat for any reason, just stretch the toes down to the face. That will engage some of the leg and some of the stomach muscles. And the rest of us, with some momentum, bring your legs over your hip, supporting your hips with your hands, or simple inversion, keeping your legs and feet relaxed. Viparita Karani. you like to do a shoulder stand, walking your hands up your back at this point until your back is straight, weight is on the shoulders, and your legs are in line with your torso. Keeping the right leg up, lower the left leg down, toes towards the floor. And lifting your left and lower your right. Lifting your right leg as well. Lower both legs to a parallel plow. If you can, release your arms behind you, palms and forearms flat on the mat. And for pose of tranquility, bring the arms up. Elbow is in the crease of thigh and torso, palm is cupping your knee. Other arm as well. Now feel that the weight of the legs is resting on your forearms. And you can support your hips again, or bring your palms down onto the mat, perhaps hands clasped. Let's move back up to an advanced shoulder stand. Using the strength of your core. And to come out, you can bridge out, one leg at a time, counterbalancing with the other, or roll down bone by bone, for a smooth and slow touchdown. Let's move into a supine spinal twist. Straighten your right leg. Right hand takes the bent left knee over to the right side, rolling all the way over onto the right hip until the knee touches the floor. Then bring your left arm across and straight armed arc. Looking to the left. If there is too much tension somewhere in your back or in your shoulder, let that left arm rest on your hip. And bring your arm back to the knee. Guiding your knee to the center. Let's move on to the other side right away. Bending the right knee. The left hand guides it over to the left. Right arm comes across in a straight arm arm. Looking to the right. And bring the right arm back to the knee, guiding your knee to the center. Straighten both legs, pausing for a moment in Savasana. Deeply breathing. Feel your navel rising and falling with your inhalation and exhalation. For the bridge pose, bringing your legs up, your knees up, I should say. Soles of the feet on the mat. And having your knees about hip-width apart, not too far apart and not all the way together either. Lifting the hips up. Now reaching down. Maybe clasping hands, lifting one shoulder at a time, tucking the shoulder blades closer together so that you can come up higher on your back. Lifting the hips up for a nice bridge pose.
Let's do the fish next. So sitting on your hands. Arms are underneath you. Straighten your legs. And arching the upper body onto your elbows. Bring the elbows maybe a little closer together. And the head is barely touching the mat. For strength variations, you can lift your left leg up and lower, and raise your right leg and lower, and even raise both legs at a 45-degree angle. And slowly lowering down. When the heels touch, make sure all the weight's on the elbows before lifting the head, letting your back rest down. Now bend your knees, perhaps hugging your knees and rolling from side to side. You can also cup your knees with your palms and make circles with your knees. Depending on how high up your knees are, that's corresponding to the area in your back that you will be massaging. So if my knees are up higher, it's going to be the lower back, tailbone area. If they're closer to the chest, it's going to be more the middle of the back. And then rolling from tailbone to hip, back and forth a few times. And coming to a seated position. Sitting up. And having the legs straight in front of you. Feet are dorsiflex, that means the toes are up to the ceiling. And the feet are about hip width apart or a little closer together. Sitting with a straight back. We'll do posterior stretch. Inhaling, lifting the arms up. Reaching up by the ears, lifting the spine, and exhaling, keeping your head in between your arms. Chest towards the knees, and letting your hands rest wherever they can. They might be at your shins, at your ankles, right to feet. Folding forward with each breath, letting go a little more. The affirmation is, I am safe, I am sound, all good things come to me, they bring me peace. Now keep your hold wherever it is. With the next inhalation, pulling the shoulders back, lifting the chest a little bit, curling the head up, looking up to the ceiling. Take another inhalation, and as you exhale, folding forward one more time. Now lifting your head, moving the shoulders back a little bit, walking your heels back, still holding onto your legs or your feet. We'll do a balanced V pose. Now you can take 2 fingers around the big toes, cap it with a thumb for a mudra, which is an energy lock, or holding onto the outside of your feet. Important to gaze at a balanced point, at eye level or above in the distance, lifting your legs up, pulling your shoulders back, and opening your feet. Come out, guiding your feet together, bending your knees, setting your heels down, straightening your legs one more time, hands resting on the thighs, sitting with a straight spine, eyes closed, and breathe. For the head to the knee pose, keeping the right leg out, bring your left leg in. And if there's any hip or knee problem that you can't do that, you also can bring your foot to the outside of the hip. It's a little less of a strain.
facing your outstretched leg, which is straight in front of you. Inhaling, reaching up. And with the exhalation, bending forward. Holding on where you comfortably can. Affirmation, I am safe, I am sound, all good things come to me. They bring me peace. Now with the next inhalation, slowly releasing, sitting back up, hands on the thigh, eyes closed, pausing for a moment. Moving into a twist, bring your left hand to the outside of the leg, and pushing the top of the hand against the outside of the leg. Your right arm behind you, pointing back, looking back. Bring your right arm forward. Sitting cross-legged, bring your legs in. Pausing for a moment. Moving into head to the knee on the other side, keeping your right leg in. Straighten your left leg out. Inhaling, reaching up. And exhaling, bending forward. And for the twist, bringing your right arm, right hand to the outside of the left leg. Bring your left arm behind you. Looking back and twisting. And coming forward with your arm. Straighten both legs. On an inclined plane. Fingertips away from you is the classic pose, but we all have different wrists and different issues. You can have the fingers towards you, make fists, or do the whole pose on your forearms as well. With the inhalation, lifting your hips up, guiding the toes towards the mat as good as you can, and if comfortable, letting your head rest back. The inclined plane, among others, is a wonderful weight-bearing pose. And it's important for us to do weight-bearing poses to maintain healthy bone tissue. And lowering the hips down slowly. Also do a side plank. We can do a variation where we bend the left leg, coming up onto that left knee. And in this case, you want to lift your right leg up, lifting the arm up, looking up. Or you can do it with straight legs, which is a little bit more challenging. Ideally, one foot on top of the other, coming up into position, lifting your arm when you're ready. Now both variations, reaching up a little higher and bring the arm close to the ear.
to come out, bring that right arm to the hip, lower down, and move on to the other side. Either with the knee bent, coming up onto the knee with the leg raised, or both legs straight. And reaching up a little higher, bring the arm close to the ear. For a straight line from your legs into your torso, into your arm and hand. And slowly lowering down. Coming up into a firm pose, right big toe over left big toe, sitting in between your heels, like you could make a cradle with your feet to sit in between. Palms in the crease of thighs and torso. Stretching the shoulders back and relax them. Sitting in a firm pose with eyes closed for a moment. Firm pose is for many a great pose to meditate in. Let's lift the hips, bring the hands down for cat-cow, so your wrists are shoulder width apart, fingers are spread for a lot of weight that we're putting on it. The knees under the hips, lower legs straight, and with the exhalation, rounding your spine like an angry cat. With the inhalation, sagging down, looking up, cow pose. And 3 more times, rounding your spine as you exhale, sagging down as you inhale. And let's do 1 more time. And it's keeping the spine straight, straighten the right leg. Lift it about parallel to the floor and your left hand. Looking for a focal point to the mat. Your head is down in line with your upper arm. And switch sides slowly. Straighten the left leg and the right arm. And lower both hand and knee. Push yourself back into the child's pose, extended child's pose with arms in front of you, forehead or chin on the mat. And we'll conclude with a cobra pose. So let's all imagine we're a snake. We slither low on the mat, forward, shifting weight onto hands and arms. Then place the hands under the shoulders, elbows stay in, and arching up. I rise joyfully to meet each new opportunity. And slowly lowering down. Placing the right cheek on the mat, relax your arms to the side. Pausing for a moment. And rolling over onto your back, preparing for deep relaxation. If you need another movement, you can hug your knees, gently rolling from side to side. Lifting the arms and legs an inch or two with a little bit of tension. Let them plop down as you relax. Let's double inhale, double exhale. And prepare to get deeply relaxed. There's nothing you need to do, nothing you need to think. Just be. Let's begin by seeing, feeling, or imagining a soft, white, mist-like light entering your room. It moves towards you and gently surrounds your beautiful physical body. The light lifts you up and it feels like you're floating on a cloud. Invite this light to enter the toes of your left foot. Moving through your foot into your arch, heel, ankle, lower leg, knee, thigh, and hip. Your left leg is completely relaxed. Now guide this light into the toes of your right foot. Right arch, heel, ankle, lower leg, knee, thigh, and hip. Both legs are completely relaxed. Now guide this healing light into your torso, entering your abdomen, your stomach, your chest. Invite it to move deeper inside, gently touching your internal organs with this healing light. Moving up, encircling your beautiful heart. Expanding out and filling your whole chest with this healing white light. Now guiding this light into your back, relaxing away tension from your back. Moving through the middle part into your upper back, relaxing all tension away. Now guide this light into the fingers of your left hand. Left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and shoulder. And into your right hand. Right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and shoulder. This peaceful light moves into your neck and throat, like a wave flowing into your face, relaxing your jaw, mouth and lips, your cheeks, your ears. Moves into your temples and into your eyes. From there, it moves into your forehead, melting away thoughts and feelings. This peaceful light leaves your body through your head, once more surrounding you, expanding out and filling your room with your peace. Expanding out further and leaving your room. Your peaceful light of consciousness moves through the city, over houses and trees, over oceans, mountains, and continents, into space, to infinity, keeping you completely relaxed and completely in peace. Enjoy this peace. Enjoy. If thoughts come your way, bring your attention back to your breath. Feel it at your nostrils, or
feel your navel rise as you inhale and fall as you exhale. Gently preparing for your consciousness to come back. Vitalized energy and consciousness enters your head, fills your brain, moves down to your face. Feel it behind your eyes. Feel it moving down into your neck and throat, into your shoulders, arms, hands, and fingers. Vitalized energy and consciousness fills your torso from your chest into your stomach, all the way down to the hips, thighs, lower legs, feet, and toes. Moving fingers and moving toes, wiggling fingers and wiggling toes. Bring the arms up, double inhale, stretching up, and double exhale, relax down. Let's do that one more time. Double inhale and tense. Double exhale, relax. If you like, you can just lie on the floor a little longer, rolling over onto one side. Make a pillow with your elbow for your head to rest on. Knees bend a little bit. Perhaps bring your attention to your third eye or to your heart center. You're just going to see what's going on. Maybe you feel more peace, more wholeness, more harmony through practicing Hatha Yoga and deep relaxation. And slowly rolling over and sitting up. Sitting up with a straight spine, let's flex the fingers. Forward, out to the side, and up to the ceiling. And shake out the hands. Moving head and neck from side to side. Perhaps circling the face or making head and neck rotations, or just bring your chin over your shoulder. And reaching the arms out, palms facing up with the inhalation, stretching up one more time, palms together and hands to the chest. Our time already is up. Time flies when you're having fun. Thank you for being with us tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. And as we know, Hatha Yoga postures are a precursor to meditation. At 5:30, in just 30 minutes, we offer a meditation class. I think it's called Meditation Horizon tonight. So if you like, just log in again. If you haven't signed up, you can do that. Just go into the email and sign up for the meditation class at 5:30. It's always a wonderful experience to meditate. Again, nice being with you, and I hope to see you next Monday at 4 o'clock again. Have a great week, and namaste.